Hello everyone, welcome to a very special Dragon Ball reaction video for the 40th anniversary send-off for the franchise. We will have the exclusive announcement for the Genkidamatsuri Stage 1. And there will be, of course, a part 2 to this as well later on. So, of course, that is going to absolutely be amazing. But yes, this is going to be the moment we have been waiting for. The absolute cinema. Let me just turn him down just a little bit here so I can go ahead and compose myself because... oh my word, this is absolutely amazing. Yes, as he just said, it's definitely very cold, for sure. There's literally snow outside where I am, for sure, so that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Today marks the finale of the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary year as well. It's truly a special day. The Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri is finally beginning, which roughly translates to Spirit Bomb Festival. Dragon Ball was first serialized and shown up in 1984. Was it the 6th grade of elementary school? Wow. You kind of have an unk status now, right? Countless celebratory projects and events have been held throughout the 40th anniversary period beginning in 2024. So these include things like Legends getting the 40th anniversary campaign, as well as Dokkan Battle, as well as Fusion World getting 2 manga booster sets as well. So it has been a pretty fantastic time, but this is going to be the culmination of the 40th anniversary campaign and a send-off to this celebration. An incredible lineup of Dragon Ball content awaits. So not only is there going to be this video reacting to the literally new franchise announcements for Dragon Ball itself, but there's going to be Legends content, there's going to be a little bit of Action Squadron content, a little bit of Dokkan content coming up there as well. And of course, Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. I know I don't be posting about that on this channel often, but I am an avid Fusion World player, and I am very, very, very excited for the 2nd anniversary of that game as well. So, there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff for the franchise, for sure. Dragon Ball Beyond the 40th anniversary, yeah! One request, obviously no cell phones, no photo photography, that makes sense. Of course. When you think of Dragon Ball anime, there's one person immediately comes to mind. Obviously the Goku voice actor. Let's go. Let's go. What is up? What is up? Alright. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. This is just a video celebrating Goku, I assume. Alright, okay. Okay, word. Oh shoot, that is a really good looking animation. Oh, where's it? We chillin'. Dragon Ball 40th anniversary. Yahoo! Yeah, I was on Pinaninos for this one. Oh, is this? Oh my gosh, that looks good. Looking snazzy, looking snazzy. Alright, alright, alright. Hype promo video, hype promo video. We love it, we love it, we love it. Bro, I know Dokkan fans are like, where was this for the manga animations? Where was this for the manga animations? Because I appreciate the source materiality of having just the freeze frames, but this looks awesome. Oh, yo, word. Speaking of, shout out to DBL with that one. Shout out. We are bringing random strays into 2026. Yes! We are bringing random strays into 2026. For sure, for sure, for sure. Oh, yeah. Aye. For sure, for sure. Yeah, this is a prep work, okay. Beyond the limit. I was about to say, whoo! Is that video old? Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, okay, okay. DBS. Broly movie. Superhero. Daima. A new chapter begins? Oh, wait a minute. Oh! No way! No way! No, we're back in the... We're so back! Oh my gosh! Is DBS back? Dragon Ball Super is back! The anime is back! The anime is back! After years! It's almost been a decade! Oh my gosh! Whoa! 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 I knew it! Bro, I was saying, oh my gosh, bro! Come on, is that the anime? Is that the anime coming back, bro? Alright, everyone. With that being said, we have the reveal of the Galactic Patrol Saga in anime form. Oh my word. Oh my word. There's not a lot for me to say, but what I do have to say, oh my word! Let's go! We, and I mean we, all DBZ fans, all Dragon Ball fans in its entirety have been waiting for the adaptation of this saga into the anime. We have been waiting for Dragon Ball Super to return for years. years, almost a decade at this point, and he definitely cooked with this 40th anniversary special project that was mentioned at the time of Daima's reveal, because Daima was confirmed to not be the 40th anniversary project, and instead this was as a send-off to the 40th anniversary. So with that being said, there's literally not much else for me to say. They just really just have some fun chit chat over here like in the start of the video. Don't get me wrong, all this chit chat is really fun and I would recommend reading it for sure, but I don't really have much commentary to add to it. I don't have any significant things to say about it, so I feel like it would be a little bit rude for the viewer to go ahead and sit through all of that, if that makes sense. For sure. But yes! Let's go! Dragon Ball Super: The Galactic Patrol Saga. Oh my gosh. There's not much else there's nothing else I have to say on this video. I think I'll just get on out of here. I don't want to, because I just want to sit on this stage for a couple more hours, just looking at the fact that yes, Dragon Ball Super is returning. Leakers are wrong once again. There's been chit chat about the next project for Dragon Ball, and it has definitely not been this. Sources were not saying this, so I'm very happy that, you know, they've been able to keep this under good wraps. They did a good job of keeping this under wraps. They did a good job of keeping this a secret for sure. I applaud them. I appreciate that. But like, finally. And yes, I mean finally. We've waited like a decade for the anime to come back. Almost. For sure. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyways, with that all out of the way, Dragon Ball Super: The Galactic Patrol Saga is coming. There should be several major differences, or at least I assume there's going to be major differences between the anime and the manga, not the terms of like, oh, it just happens, right? Because that's always what happens. It's not always exactly one-to-one, but I mean in the fact of there's like really genuinely significant deviations just because of the fact that the manga and anime already deviate from each other as is, but the fact that of course those differences will lead to a separate little continuity for the anime as is. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects things or doesn't affect things. We're going to see, but no release date. No release date. I don't care. I don't want to hear people saying, well, no release date. Just the confirmation's enough. I'm not going to lie. Just the confirmation. Just the global confirmation, by the way, because they've really started to do a very fantastic job of syncing these announcements and making them just really readily available like this. I appreciate this. Yeah, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be that big, you know. This isn't gonna be like that crazy of an announcement. I saw the new chapter begin, jump scare, Galactic Patrol Saga, Dragon Ball Super, nice. But I'm going to wrap up this video now. I have to get to the next announcement, which is going to be the announcement of the new Dragon Ball game. So I will go ahead and go over there. But with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this reaction video. I know everyone in the fandom didn't. I usually say I know I did, but you know, I know everyone in the fandom enjoyed this for sure. Dragon Ball Super, the show, is coming back. We are so back. We are so back as Dragon Ball fans. We never left, but I knew it. Y'all can go back. I said 2026, gonna start off with a bang, start off with boom, right? This is it right here. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go. DBS is back. Oh, y'all can stop the whining, y'all. All the fans and stans and unemployed freaks can stop whining. That's gonna be a good day. Gang violence decreasing by 100%. Good day, good day, good day. For sure, for sure, for sure. That being said, this is really good artwork, by the way. I just want to mention that. Whew, they did a fantastic job with the trailer. Oh my gosh, they out of the water. I thought that was just like reused shots and animations for like the manga. No, those are like specifically composed, which is really good looking for sure. Both that being said, that's all the information I have. And until the next time we get information on this, bye. Hello, 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 hello. Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of the exclusive announcements for the Genkidamatsuri stage. So this will include, of course, more information about what they revealed in part 1, which is the peak reveal of the Galactic Patrol Saga from the Dragon Ball Super manga being animated. We have waited almost a decade for the Dragon Ball Super anime to return, and it is finally happening. It is finally real. It's just super ironic that they said at the Daimo reveal that, okay, that's not what we're revealing for the 40th anniversary project. We have something else cooking up. And this being what they cooked up, oh my word, that's insane. Of course, like last time, there'll probably be some cuts just because I don't want to genuinely put up too much of a boring sit-down session of me just staring at the screen making tiny, minute comments here and there. So definitely make sure to check out the full stream. Definitely go hear that as well, because of course it's live. Right, this is a live show, so it just makes sense, right? But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are here with the 40th anniversary conclusion campaign exclusive announcement, Genkidamatsuri Stage Part 2. Following up on the craziness that Part 1 introduced. So, of course, this is going to be the conclusion to that. And then we will have the announcements for Dokkan Legend Squadra, and then the Fusion World X Super Diver stage, and then I believe a weekly Dragon Ball News segment live, and then the closing ceremony. I will definitely say this has been a very awesome Dragon Ball 40th anniversary celebration for sure. They've done a lot for it. They have. And of course, this is the climactic peak of the celebration as well. I am most definitely enjoying it. It so far, for sure. It's been absolutely amazing. Dragon Ball itself, of course, title loved throughout the world, and for the 40th anniversary year's events, it's been particularly amazing. So they're gonna just going over basic information to kind of get us started here on the broadcast for sure. And just in case if you haven't seen the last part. For a day filled with everything Dragon Ball. Yep, of course. Exclusive announcements, Genkidamatsuri Stage Part 2. I just can't say enough. Love the fact that they're actually putting up, like, translations up on, closed captions. Love that from me, because, sometimes I'll be watching, like, the Japanese Dokkan stream before they sank were brutal, because I didn't know what was going on. I just had to, kind of guess. Part 2 would like to quickly report the latest information to you as well. I would like to ask you to do one thing right away. Of course, this means putting up cameras, because of course, that's with every sort of live stage etiquette is you just don't do that for any type of performance. For sure. Now stage is about to begin. Let's go. Let's go. Nine Knowledge guest also joined us during exclusive announcement Genki. That stage part 1. Of course, Dragon Ball is of course going to be Nozawa. Japanese voice actor of Goku, and of course Nozawa as well, coming up here on stage. Nice. We are having a really good time here for sure. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Super anime returning is really good. Yeah, no, for sure. It was very necessary return because the amount of complaints that the series was getting dry. There was too much crazy talk going online. Although that's just happening all the time, so I don't necessarily think that's gonna slow down for sure. But and yeah, no, crazy turnout as well for the event itself. Of course, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching at home live for this event as well. So that is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic that Dragon Ball is just this absolutely amazing worldwide franchise for sure. And it's so peak. This is so peak. Now this is gonna be a long stage. Like this is going to be a fairly long stage. This is going to be like on the level of the first stage, which is gonna be like 45 minutes. So it should be. They had a great presentation part 1, and I hope you're looking for part 2 as well. We are for sure. Stage part 1, obviously. There's a 40th anniversary video in which illustrations were shown in motion and great quality. I will say that for sure is definitely true. There were many surprises, weren't there? Yes. I was surprised when I did it. Yeah, that's awesome. That was amazing. Yeah, it is going to be. It is going to be. Oh, it's actually going to be 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute schedule. Okay, that's not as long as I thought it would be. Okay, so it's gonna be shorter. Alright. Yeah, no, what they're saying right now is so facts, though. The trailer was so peak. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks really good. And I'm very happy to receive such a good response. Sky is blue take? Like, what? Like, huh? Like, that's just a sky is blue take, right? Right, chat? Because, like, sky is blue, grass is green, sun is yellow-ish. Like, obviously, like that's the most obvious thing ever. Like, duh. Like, announcement of the production of the Dragon Ball Super anime. New anime, she said it. New anime. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. This announcement was also a surprise. I'm glad to finally be able to announce it. I know he was on Pins and Needles. during the Daima festival, hearing, like, probably, at least through the grapevine, for people being like, why Daima? We wanted DBS. Oh my gosh. And then he's like, that's in the back burner. Like, I'm in. So like, he was definitely very on pins and needles for it. Voice actor. Is this going to be the voice actor for maybe, I don't know, Moro, or like, what was that? I forgot. It's been a while since I read the Moro saga. Who was the angel? Was it? Yeah, it was. Okay, it was Miras. Okay. I tried to make sure I got that right before I got clipped on. Okay. Okay. But I assume this is one of the characters from the saga. I assume, or just like another little guest voice actor. But I assume it has something to do with this, right? If it's like a surprise, right? I assume. I can't assume. So I was announced I was gonna make a new presentation. I asked him to enter. I don't know. Maybe I just like don't know voice actors enough. But I'm fairly positive. I'm fairly positive. There's a video I want to show everyone regarding the new announcement, so let's take a look at that first. Alright, let's lock in real quick. Let's lock in, y'all. Lock in. Oh. Oh, trailer! The Ultimate Warrior no one has seen yet. His name is...
Super Saiyajin God.
Dragon Ball Super Beerus.
まずい、実にまずいぞ。39年ぶりにあのお方が
宇宙一強い
破壊神ビルス様が目を覚まされている。
破壊神ビルス。
破壊の神様。
地球の諸君、とわにさようなら。このままでは地球はなくなってしまう。僕はね、眠いんだよ。
待て。地球が溢れるのにこのままじっとなんかしてられんかよ。
破壊神だと。ふざけるのもいい加減にしやがれ。
Is this the Dragon Ball Super remake? Is this the DBS remake? Is the DBS remake also real? No way, right? That would be crazy. So that's what it's looking like right now. Is the DBS remake is also real? Because this is a couple of these animations are new, right? Oh yeah, this looks like DBS remake. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what it's looking like to me. It's a combination of old and new animations I'm seeing here. Or at least I'm fairly positive there's new animations. Fairly positive, right? Fairly positive.
続けようぜビルス様。スーパーサイヤ人ゴッドのパワーはまだオラを上に連れてってくれるみてえだからよ。
Alright, yeah, we gotta have an explanation for what the heck is going on.
怖いんだよ。
Super begins fall 2026. This is the remake, right? This is the remake they're talking about for like DBS Kai. This is like Dragon Ball Super Kai or whatever. I really don't know. I'm really not even sure what this is. I'm actually kind of lost on what this is. Actually, I'm super. Can you please explain? Please explain. Dragon Ball side new developments are being announced on the stage. I think this is the remake. The TV anime series Dragon Ball Super Beerus will be broadcast on Fuji TV in the fall of 2026. I assume. What is this? What your question of the Dragon Ball Super Beerus video that will be? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to think about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think about it. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure yet what's going on. This might be the remake. This might be the remake. I don't know.
だからこれに関してはもうやめよう見ていくのはだからその当日あれからもう驚きばっかりです
もう今日初めて
はい
お見せしましたんで。
そうですよね。
マモさんも今初めて
そう。
そうなんです
which is not bad.
ですよ。
スーパービー
Not bad that we have this
また
plus.
肉々しいのも出てくるんですよ。本当に。
私のビルスのことですか
Not bad. Not bad that we have this plus super return.
疑ってますんで。
どっちかっていう
This
とね
plus super
叩
return.
かれる側でしたけども。
Okay, so I was way off the mark on this being the moral art trailer for sure. I was a little bit off the mark, but you know,
一応ブルーと紫とそういう雰囲気
Beerus. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. All right.
ええ
Beerus.
かつてやったわけですけれどもね
That's
それ
what
が
it is.
今
That's
出て
what
きた
it
ん
is.
ですけどもなんか新たな映像になったので
Okay.
なんかまた違うようなね感じを見えたしもう皆さんずっとねもしかしてビルスご覧になった方もなんか
I was
食いしん
talking
坊
about-
の変なおじさんとかって思ってないです
It's
よ
not
大丈夫ですか
crazy.
ね食べ物のことばっかり言ってみたいなそもそも破壊神ですから
そうです
ごい
そうです。
はい。
それがこの新たな映像でね
そうなんですよ。
すごく表現されてる感じがいたしました
めちゃくちゃだってもうビルスやっぱり強いんですもんね。
そうなんです
めちゃくちゃ
おかげ
強くて
さまで
めちゃくちゃグルメでめちゃくちゃ強いという。
そうなんです
ね。
だから
Okay.
マコさんの悟空と
Okay,
戦って
well,
マコさんが
This was not disappointing only because we have part one. If we didn't have part one, if part two was just standalone, I think this would be disappointing. But since part one happened, I definitely think this is okay. Like this is not like crazy. Like we enjoy and appreciate this, whatever this is, to be honest. Because I think this is just a remake
もう少しよくさん
of like a part of the
作品なのかとい
anime
うところを教えていただけますか。
of the Deep Dragon Ball Super.
まあドラゴンボール
Beerus
2は
arc?
まあ過去に映像
We've had a lot of new cuts, so it is just a remake of the Beerus arc. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. Dragon Ball Super was notoriously it was notorious like having both, like right, because the leaks were mainly mentioning like this, right? Online information circulating was mainly like the Dragon Ball Super remake. So having both the remake and the new DBS, I think that's the best case scenario, honestly. Because although it's like, do we really need a Dragon Ball Super Kai or whatever? I feel like that's fine. I feel like I'm fine with it. We call this an enhanced version, that enhanced, and evolved. Okay. You know what? This is fine. This is okay. This is okay. I'm not hateful of this. I'm not mad about this for sure. Various things will be enhanced. With the latest images, battle between Goku and Beerus has become a very intense battle. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. That was pretty good stuff for sure.
なんですかね、まあ勝手な今の時点での私の感
Sure.
想でもあるんですが。
Of course, part one was talking about this. Of course, it doesn't really compare to like this. Like I think this clears from like every other way. I think part two is just not going to compare to the new stuff. Although that is funny because like it's like, oh yeah, we have confirmed information that it's like, oh my gosh, DBS is just getting a remake, blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, true, but like this, having both at the same time, I think is great. I think it's great that the fandom gets joy baited once again. Not rage baited, but joy baited. Joy baited once again.
もうやっちゃってますけど
はいはい。
そうなるんですね
Once again.
強大なキャラになってますよ。もうすでに。
Once again. But with that being said,
していただいて
with that being said, that will have to do it. That will have to do it for this video over the whole part 1 and part 2 Genkidamatsuri reveals for the new Dragon Ball. And yeah, no, that was pretty good. I will say that this reveal was really good. Part 1 was going to be the highlight of tonight, but I definitely think part 2 wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I don't hate it. But it's just something, right? It's something cool. It's just another cool project, which I think just having more projects is a good thing. Like, this is a net positive Although I don't think there's gonna be some people who don't care for the remake, but it's like it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But we're mainly focused about this. We're mainly focused about just the Super anime returning. That's gonna be really good. I think that's good. Yeah, it's amazing, generationally amazing, that the Super anime is finally returning. That's crazy to me. That was a crazy reveal. That was a crazy reveal. Finally, right? Finally. Right, like they did a fantastic job with this. This whole trailer was really, really good. I just don't think it matches the level of like care they put into part one. Part one was nasty. Part one was nasty. Of course, you know, the start of DBS, they're gonna do, you know, the remakes for that. It's gonna be interesting if they keep going with all of DBS. We don't know, but yeah, this is nasty. This is nasty. Yeah, there's nothing really much more I wanted to say other than yeah, no. I'm glad that we got both of the actual like circulated rumors and the best case scenario of, you know, Super remake. So that's pretty good. Oh wait, hold on. I like that a lot. That's a good one. I like the logo for Super now. It looks like a deep blue. That's nice. But yeah, fall 2026. Not too bad. Not too bad. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. More Dragon Ball content. More Dragon Ball content. I like that. I like that. That's a net positive, folks. More Dragon Ball content is a net positive. A net positive. Dragon Ball Super Beerus. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I really don't. I really do not hate the idea of Dragon Ball Super Beerus. It's pretty good. Both the remake and the new series is not bad. That's really not. That's really not bad. That's really not. For sure. Love to see it. Love to freaking see it. Oh my. Yep. With that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this Dragon Ball reveal video in its entirety, although definitely make sure to check out the entirety of part 1 as well, because I skipped over a lot of that to get over here. I skipped over a lot of the dialogue here for this, but yeah, this looks like it's this looks like it's about wraps. This looks like it's about to be wrapped up. So yeah, there's only like 5 more minutes in this time slot here. So that's it. DBS remake for part 2. I don't think anyone was really asking for it, but it's cool. Obviously, new DBS, really good. Really nasty, and you know, I love it. I love to see it. I love to see Dragon Ball Super is back. Dragon Ball Super is back. And the Super launch, yeah. I think you could put it best. Super launch. I said that Dragon Ball Super is still going on, as I announced on stage the other day. This is the first episode or the start of Super. So I wanted to start Super once again, or rather, I want everyone to see Super once again. I'm very happy about that. Okay. I like that. I like it. I like the mindset. I like the mindset. I feel like I've been rewarded. Beerus is now in the title. I hope to enjoy it. All with y'all. It'll be broadcast on Fuji TV in the fall of 2026. So fall this year. Okay. Nice. A lot of really good stuff. A lot of really good stuff for Dragon Ball happening, for sure. Also be available on the official YouTube. So that looks like it's wraps. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and yeah, I'll let them wrap it up. I'll let them wrap this section up. I'll let them wrap the section up. I'll just wait a couple minutes for them to wrap the section up, but I don't really have any more things to say. This is really good. I definitely had to warm up for this one, though. I wasn't warmed up. I don't think I was warmed up to talk for this, warmed up, to talk for this stage, for sure. For freaking sure. You are a person of cultural merit.
僕がデビューしてもっていうかもう僕は小さい皆さんそうだと思いますけど野沢雅子さんで育ってますからね。
That's hilarious.
で僕らの世代というかどの世代もみんなそうですけど、もう本当好きなアニメ全部眞子さんなんですよ。でそうなって声優になってまだ新人でまだ本当に何年も経ってない新人の頃にレギュラーでご一緒させていただいたんで、
That's crazy.
大好きです。
That's crazy.
そこからずっとです。僕去年40周年だったんですけども。
I'm about to say it's about to be wraps, but yeah, I feel like I did a better job expressing my voices. You know, just because you know I try to lock in. You know how when you're doing like any type of voice work, you know, or any type of activity, really, you just gotta warm up. You gotta warm up, feel it, get that confidence. Confidence is a big thing when you're recording a video, because even if you like slip up, mess up, don't get the information just exactly perfectly right, you just gotta keep pushing. You just gotta keep pushing. Don't really necessarily think about starting over and over and over and over a couple times, because that gets frustrating, especially with the rapidity of all this information. So this is going to be very nice. Of course, I'm looking forward to the next stage. But yeah, this is crazy, insane moment for Dragon Ball as a whole.
この間まで毎週やらせていただいたので、そういう意味では本当に嬉しいんです。はい。個人的なお話もいっぱいさせていただいております。
はい。いいです、そう言ってもらって。
いやでもよくさん改めて、まあお二人ともねこのドラゴンボールではビルスと僕ですけれども、まあ本当に今の
Alright. I know it's getting to that point in the video where it is sagging, but I really don't have anything else to say. This has just left me in this speechless state. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm just so genuinely happy that they're feeding us Dragon Ball fans really good. You know, it's a good fandom. It's a good fandom. It's a really good fandom.
だって起きてすぐにカメハメハ打てるってマコさんいつも言ってました。今日も午前中出ますかって言っておっしゃってましたからね。でドラゴンボールスーパーやってる時のスタジオで
We're in the studio doing Dragon Ball Super, and everyone was talking about how tired they were. I said that Marco-san doesn't often say that she is tired. No, I never thought I was tired. That's crazy. That's crazy. You really are a super. Yeah, she really is. It's like, that's like a legendary. Like she's like still really putting in like putting in her paces in. Like that's kind of crazy. What's the secret to my energy is to never think about it. Never think about feeling bad. I'm a person who makes everything positive. I think we should end off with this. I think everyone has a negative thing. Even I don't have any. But even I have any, excuse me. But I always put them away somewhere or throw them away and never think negatively. I think that's a W positivity message in there. I feel like I can see Goku in your words now, do I? Yeah, I feel like that's an amazing message to end off with. That's what I was touching on moving forward, but yeah, moving positive, moving forward. Okay. W send off, yeah. W life lesson to send off for sure. Oh yeah, amazing. I have to be conscious of is that I have to become the character without fail. Of course, when I enter the studio, if I am Goku, I am Goku. Makes sense. So if someone is there, I always answer in Goku's feeling. That's gotta be funny though. In a good way, for sure. It's gotta be the thing about me that I became that character.
れはやったことないので
You just like end up Goku.
正義
But I've
でも
never
強い
done too many
正義だ
bad
から
that, so even Justice is.
はい
よくさんスタジオではじゃあもう悟空なんですか
You see Goku in the studio?
もう
Yeah.
完全に悟空です
Yes, yes,
演じるって感じ
yes.
じゃないんです
She
ね
is completely Goku. You don't feel like you're acting.
皆さんどうですかでも
そう
逆に
ですいやでもやっぱり
That's what I'm aiming for.
その
Yeah.
やっぱ一番理
Yeah.
解するっていうこと
Yeah,
を
that's
なり
the
きる
point
って
of
いう
acting
こ
is
と
to
がどうし
just
てもね
not
声色を作るみ
like
たいな
hide the
ことを
fact that
ね
you're acting. It's like magic,
みたいなこと
you
さっき
know,
言われがちですけどその
or like
ような形
really
なのかな
not
って感じは
necessarily like
しますね
actual like dog magic. More so like the
ついてると思ってね
stage performance magic. Is the point of magic is to hide the fact that you are doing sleight of hand.
とかやるときねあれ全然違った
So
ぞみたいなねなることありますけど
that's really what the art form is for sure.
自体はもう素晴らしい
But yeah, no, this has been a good little stage for sure. I think this is definitely a positive note, a really positive note. I do like this. I do appreciate the conversations. I know it's like, oh, this is like just yap, and I know it's just yap at this point, and it's not like the most interesting commentary, but like okay, that's not.
比率的にはね
That's not a bad thing, though. Not necessarily a bad thing.
ないんですよ
Oh!
他のことになっちゃうんです
そんなことないと思い
Okay.
ますけど
Okay.
ないからそうするとだんだんやっぱり言葉もねもう
Gradually.
少年とか男ばっかりだから
Interesting conversation we're having.
女性の言葉で
Interesting conversation.
いきなり言ったよじゃないんですよ
Okay.
っ
Okay.
て言おうと思っててもねなんだよって言っちゃうんですよ
Interesting.
そういう失敗ですよね
そうなっちゃう
I think this is the first time I genuinely just laughed tonight.
何でもいいんですけどもういっぱいやってらっしゃるから
That would be anything.
こっからやりたいこといっぱいですよ本当に
本当ですか
もういろんな作品見ても
Okay.
ねハリウッドスター
Wow.
見てもあれもやりたい
Do
これ
this,
も
that,
や
and
り
the
たい
other,
ですよ
even though I've seen many films.
だから本当長くやりたいです僕は
なるほどそれはもう
I really want to do it for a
大
long
先輩なん
time.
ですからはい
言ってると本当に元気勇気づけられますはい
そうですよね
本当長くやりたい
長くできます
そうですか
はい
頑張ります
絶
もう
対です
その秘訣をいつも近くにいて探ろうとしてるんですけどもねなかなかその真髄まで
お二人にはね本当まだまだやっぱりね、
はい
アニメ引っ張っていってもらいたいですよね皆さんねね
いいですか
ありがとうございます頑張ります
ありがとうございます
もう皆さん
ついていきます
本当にね
真央さんに
引っ張ってもらって楽しませてもらったという思い本当に強くありますさあ
Really
そ
strong
ろそろではお
feeling
時
that
間がね
everyone was
はい
pulled
参りました
together
ので
and
このセッションを
entertained. Yes, we were. Well, it just looks like we're just about out of time. We're gonna have a photo session. All right, guys.
拍手でお受けください後ほどまたご登場
This is it. This is the actual goodbye. We'll have another speaker later.
野沢さん山寺さんそして意欲プロデューサーでした
All right. With that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. And until next time, we are having Dragon Ball Super remake and a Dragon Ball Super new anime. So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. And until next Dragon Ball Z
せっかくね野沢さんも
video.
できたらいいなと勝手に今思ってるんですけどどうなるか、しばらくお付き合いいただきたいと思います
Oh, that's a good looking stand, though. Look at that one more time. Oh, that is a nice poster, though. That is a nice
どうでし
poster.
ょうかよろしいですかはいではもう一度お入りください
Bye bye.